Around 82 million people call Turkey home. About 14.9 million people live right here in Istanbul, making it one of the most populated areas in the world. But beneath the top layers of its beauty lies a troubled economy. 82 million people affected by a crashing currency. US-Turkey trade wars are having a major impact. Two fierce and very powerful presidents are butting heads. Inflation is skyrocketing. Interest rates are dramatically increased. Presidential egos and funny cartoon graphics aside, emerging markets suffer all alike. South Africa does not escape what happened here. So, how did things get this bad, and what's been done to get out of this financial fiasco? Let's find out. It all started with an announcement on Twitter, believe it or not. US President Donald Trump tweeted he was doubling steel and aluminium prices on Turkey as the world power pushed Ankara to release an American pastor who's being held on terrorism charges here. The Turkish currency took a beating, crashing 40% against the dollar. Emerging markets, including South Africa, felt the ripple effects, with the rand weakening more than 10%.
We have seen basically the rand weakening and just following through all the emerging markets as there's a sell-off continued. And this was made worse also by the trade war between the two biggest economies in the world, which is China and the United States of America.
The impact on South Africa is evident, but it's being felt here even more. Inflation is up 18%. That's a 15-year high. And people are paying more for their loans since interest rates increased by 24%. Turkey's governing party reckons it's making the right moves.
We are somehow sacrificing our high growth rate with a low growth rate in order to have a more balanced financial system. And then, of course, gradually the economy will increase its growth rate.
The government has made adjustments to deal with the turmoil. Economic growth has been revised down from 5.5% to 3.8%. A former central bank governor here and member of an opposition party believes smarter moves should be made.
I think the most important things that is lacking in the medium-term program is this debt, how they are going to deal with this debt burden and debt service situation.
But one local economist says Turkey is doing pretty well, despite the current circumstances.
Turkey is in the perfect storm, and despite those issues, despite those problems, it's doing much better than many people would have thought.
Despite oceans separating us, their waves are felt across the globe. It's a connection we can't escape in emerging economies. But how each country deals with the turbulence is key. All, of course, with unique circumstances. Shahan Ramkissoon, Istanbul, Turkey.